Welcome into this episode of Intentional Lounge, and we're breaking down the Thursday night game between the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions. Guys, Week 14 is here. The Lions are 3.5-point home favorites. Over-under sit at 51. Both these teams, same division, having excellent seasons. Detroit Lions still currently leading that division, leading the entire NFC. Looking like just an unstoppable force. Are we on Detroit here to keep the good times rolling, or is Green Bay going to get one here? Ethan, what do you think?
Yeah, I wish I could say I'm on Detroit to keep it rolling, but said last week, you probably won't find me back in Detroit again this season against the spread, and I'm not doing it here. Actually already put a fairly good size bet on Green Bay. I got them at plus 5.5, so got a really good number there, which means they'll probably lose by 50 because that's how it's been going for the last year. But yeah, I like Green Bay. I like them to win this game outright. Detroit's just kind of been skating by. I mean, they definitely could have lost the game against Chicago. They held on to win. Obviously, everyone knows what happened in that game. They have a game against Buffalo on deck, which out of conference, Green Bay does mean more to them. But as of right now, a lot of the talking heads are saying, Buffalo, Detroit Super Bowl or Detroit, Kansas City. But the way Buffalo's offense has looked, the way Detroit's offense has looked, a lot of people are talking. So I don't know. I think Green Bay is just a really good team. I think Detroit and Green Bay are both top 5 teams in the NFL right now. And I just think they're getting a little bit overlooked here. I think the value is all on Green Bay because public has been all over Detroit, and why not? They've been covering spreads left and right up until last Thursday. But, I think Green Bay wins this game outright. I actually have a couple tickets of Green Bay to win the division. I'm not sleeping on those yet. I'm very worried that Detroit does not win this division. They'd have to travel for a wild card game in that case, which don't even want to think about. But, yeah, I think Green Bay is very live to win this game, win this division, plus 3.5. I'll take it all day long. It's, to be honest, one of my favorite plays, probably my favorite play of the week. It is in my big 3 as well.
Yeah, Green Bay's winning this game outright. You don't even need the points. Bad spot for Detroit. They had that Thursday Thanksgiving game, which they've lost 7 in a row, so they finally get a win on Thanksgiving. Probably could have lost it, but the biggest part about that game, besides them covering the spread and losing me money, was the injuries. And Lions' entire defense, if you look at their IR defense, that is a starting defense for 90% of the league right now. And everyone's hurt, everyone's dead, and now they host a very, very. I think they're a top 3 team in the NFC. And yeah, Green Bay has their number. The last couple of years, these teams have always split. Detroit won in Green Bay this year in the rain, in tough conditions. I think Green Bay's going to go in and spank them. And I know it means a lot to Detroit, but Detroit's up a couple games on Green Bay, 2 games on Green Bay for the record in the NFC North. A loss here isn't dead for Detroit, but it does hurt, but it's not the end of the world. So I think they're going to give it a lot of, care, and they're going to try, but Green Bay is just going to be too much. And I think Green Bay is going to actually walk away with it. 2 touchdown, 24-10. I think it's going to be pretty ugly. Don't recommend starting any Lions in fantasy. I'm sitting Goff. I might sit David Montgomery. I think Green Bay is going to shut down the run defense. It's going to be a bad game. Green Bay money line for me, but spread for the graphic.
Not good. We're all on Green Bay here, guys. Unfortunately, I think Wyatt said it great, that they can afford to lose some games, and one of those games is against one of the best teams in your own conference, in your own division. It's hard to win those division games. So this is absolutely one Detroit can afford to lose. They're not going to want to lose it, especially being at home, being on prime time. But Green Bay just in the better spot right now. So this is going to be a rounded Green Bay. Guys, if you haven't yet, make sure you guys check out bettergreen.com. That's where you guys can get in on these plays on local sports books that we are friends with, so you guys can get a little extra cash in your pocket. And also, make sure you guys subscribe, like this video. If you subscribe between now and Christmas, we're donating $1 to St. Jude for every subscription that we get. So please subscribe, let your friends know, and we'll see you guys on Friday with the main slate. Peace, guys.
Later, guys.
See you guys.
Flexing on the haters, can't touch my score. Money like Jerry Rice, touchdowns galore. Week after week, always asking for more. Bling on the wrist, got the books on the floor. Listen in, cash out, page is swelling. Flexing on the haters, can't touch my score. Money like Jerry.